Hiya, it's been a while since I've done a video on Minecraft, or well, any video at all. So, new world! I'm going to start making them again. I don't know how long it'll last. I don't know if it'll be a 1 episode thing or a 200 episode thing. I'm just going to do these whenever I have the time and inclination. And those stars do not align very often. So don't expect this to be a regular thing in your feed. But I just wanted to do a thing because it's been ages since I've done a thing and I get bored very easily. There we are. Look, here's a thing. It's water. Now, there is a reason why I want to do videos aside from just I'm bored. And that is because in the, I don't know how many, 2 years or so since it's been, since I've uploaded a video, I have become a tour guide. Look at me go. In a lovely little historic house in the lovely town where I live. And I'm quite good at it, if I may say so myself. But I do sometimes get lost for words and go, eek, and then steam comes up my ears and I turn into a 1920s cartoon and it's an utter nightmare. So to try and stop these terrible things from happening, I've decided that I'm going to get out the old computer, get out my... Oh dear, this mouse is far too sensitive. I might need to turn that down. But get out all the old kit and get started. Except this isn't actually any of the old kit because, oh dear, there we are. My game just froze. None of the kit that I'm using is original to how I used to do things a few years ago, because this is the Java edition of Minecraft, not the Xbox One Bedrock edition. This is an older version of Minecraft because my computer is terrible and cannot really... oh dear. And cannot really... this is what I'm trying to avoid, you see. My computer is terrible and cannot really run the modern editions of Minecraft. It's finding it tricky enough running this one as it is. I've also got a different computer. This computer is terrible, but it's a newer one than the old one I used to use. Basically, this is very new territory for me, and it means that the video is not going to be very good. Simply put, I don't know if you can hear it. I've tried to alter the sound settings in Audacity as much as possible, but my computer is hissing like hissing Sid. It's a nightmare, and it's taken me quite a while to be able to make this video. Don't even know if it's gonna bloody work. But I hope that this will just be a little fun bit of creativity for me to do, and then otherwise, oh haha, I got an achievement. Yes, I hope this will be a fun little thing for me to do in an otherwise bland and boring bit of existence. And crafting is different in Java Edition than it is to in Bedrock. That's something I'm going to have to get used to. And I believe that I should go mining. That seems like a good place to start, but there are some caves over here, so that seems like that will be where I end up going. Let me just make a pickaxe. Marvellous. And away I go. So, what's been going on since you've last seen me? That's both a question that I'm going to answer and a question that I hope you will as well. With me, I am going to be going to university very soon, in about a week in fact, so hurrah for me. I'll be learning how to be a teacher, which I'm calling it school, because my sense of humour has not improved since I last did a recording. Here's one of those bits of silence that I'm hoping to eradicate with this practice. What else was I thinking of? As I say, I'm a tour guide now at a local historical house, so I will not be telling you where it is because I don't want you to find me. I'm under no illusion, I don't think I'm a very important person, but there are people on the internet who are very strange and are happy to target not very important people. But I've become a tour guide, quite successful at it, and that's something that's quite new to me. But aside from starting a new chapter in my life in uni and doing something as making a new hobby, there hasn't really been all that much new since you last seen me. I'm very much the same person as you saw before, much to your dismay, I'm certain. Now you will notice that I'm not being joined in this video by anybody. I used to, you may recall, have a good friend of mine who I called Froggy in my videos. She never liked being called Froggy. Sucked to be her. But she's not here anymore because she's not my friend anymore. That's not true, she's not here anymore because I don't know, I didn't ask her. When she sees this video come out, I'm sure she will be so happy. So happy indeed. I think I might have become a little bit more jaded since I last did a video. I'm sure that I used to be a lot more, oh, hey, welcome to a video! Whereas now I'm just kind of tired all the time. And hot because the UK is in the middle of well, I'm not sure if it's in the middle of a heat wave. Yes, it is in the middle of a heat wave. It's the hottest September on record, according to BBC Radio 4. So how much you trust the BBC is up to you. I do quite like the BBC, though, in some respects. I like Doctor Who. That's done by the BBC. And in fact, it is going to be the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who soon. Looking forward to rambling on about that, when I have nothing else to ramble on about. The BBC isn't always great, though. A bit of an old monarchist, I always thought. That's not how you make torches. You know, when the Queen died, which was, I think, a year ago this week, thinking about it, because it's Heritage Weekend. When the Queen died, they were all like, oh, the public is so sad that she's dead, and I mean, I wasn't happy that the old lady had died, but I didn't, aside from the initial, oh, that's sad, I didn't really care. And a lot of the people who I knew were quite happy that she'd gone. So I do think that the BBC being a bit monarchist is a bit rubbish, and being a bit Tory as well. I will be talking about anything that pops into my mind in these videos, and politics, I assure you, will be one of those things. And I do not appreciate the fact that the BBC and the Tories have such a strong partnership, an unofficial partnership, and I do believe that a lot of the BBC journalists do believe in impartiality, but at the same time, goodness me, they are a bit, you know, bit of a bunch of Tory fans. Though saying that, a lot of the right wing, terrible group of people I know, well, a lot of them at least, I'm sure there are some nice ones in there, but a lot of the right wings say, oh, the BBC is so left and woke nowadays. So maybe it's the case that the BBC does such a good job at being unbiased that the left think that they're in favour of the right think they're in favour of the left, and nobody ends up feeling happy or represented. And if that's the case, then hats off to them. I take back everything that I've said. But I don't think that's the case. I think I'm right, and I think that the right wing are wrong. Which, to be fair, isn't much of a surprise. They are often wrong when it comes to every bloody thing. But never mind, it's okay. This isn't a place to get angry. This is a place for me to just calm down, relax. When I have a spare moment or two, I'll just pop onto here. I'll have a chat with my 2 viewers, one of which is myself, and I will just have a lovely little time. And why am I not able to drag and place blocks in the crafting recipe? Is that an old Minecraft thing? I don't know. I was hoping to not actually mention that I'm playing old Minecraft and just have you cotton onto it. But I evidently haven't done that because I had nothing else to talk about. I should make notes. Next time I do a video, I'll get my notebook down and I will have a bunch of prompts. I won't have a script because scripts are for losers. That's not true. I like a good script. But I don't fancy making one for a very chilled out set of videos. But I think having a couple of notes won't go amiss. Please, can I sleep? Did you ever watch Tom Thumb when you were a kid? You know, the one with that dancer guy in? And you know, I think that having the Yawning Man, which was a character from that film, would be a really good addition to Minecraft. Maybe that would be the first thing that I make. Do you know the song? I'm the Yawning Man, the Yawning Man. Okay, I'm going to stop now before I embarrass myself. Oh no, I didn't stop soon enough. But never mind. I might try to build a Yawning Man in a box. That might actually be quite a cool base. Don't know. I'll see how I feel about it. I have very limited plans when it comes to this. There are a few things that I do want to do, but they're basically my dreams that a young me had when I first got into Minecraft, which was 9 years ago, thinking about it. It was 2014 when I went on holiday to see some family friends in, where was it? Not Slough, Swindon, that's the one, in Swindon, which I believe is in Lincolnshire. It's been a while since I've been there. But one of the people who I saw when I was on holiday was really into Minecraft and said, Eli, watch these Minecraft videos with me. And I thought, no, Minecraft's lame. Everyone's into it. People who are into, you know, things that are popular at the moment are lame. Like loom bands, they were when I was younger. But as it turned out, I got hooked on Minecraft. I also ended up being hooked on loom bands, so clearly my idea of what's good and what's bad isn't very accurate. And I had a look on Facebook for that album the other day, and that was from 2014. And so from summer 2014 until now, August 2023, I have been a fan of the game that we call Minecraft. And when I was younger and getting into Minecraft YouTube and all sorts of stuff, and yes, I am aware that I'm starving. I'm also aware I dropped my sword by accident. I'll just make a new one. But when I was little, I had all sorts of, oh, there it is, all sorts of dreams of the things that I would want to build, and I never got round to them. And hopefully, by doing this, I will fulfill a few of my childhood dreams of what I would have built in Minecraft. And I can't find anything to kill, so I think what I'm going to do is try to make some mushroom stew. And I thought that was a red mushroom, but it's not. It's a poppy. But this over here is a red mushroom. I don't think I'm going to have time to make mushroom stew. Ooh, but there are pigs. Can I eat you, please? I don't think I'm going to get to you in time. I think I'm going to die now. It's tragic, really. Oh, not dead. My favourite. My mouse that I'm using is terribly old, and it means, and also I did realise there aren't any critical hits here. My mouse is terribly old, and it means that I cannot scroll through my hotbar, which is a bit of a pain, and it means that whenever I need to get to something in a hurry that is in my hotbar, I'm going to have to get used to using the numbers, which is fine. Eventually I'll get a better mouse, and it means that also I'll get a bit more nimble with that aspect of things. I'm surprised I survived that day. I did survive the first night though, which is nice. Oh, thinking about it actually, that means I've been going for about 15 minutes. How long am I going to make these videos? I don't know. Well, maybe 2 Minecraft days each. I'm not planning on doing, you know, big fancy snap, cut with my videos. I don't have the time for it. And if this is the only red mushroom I can find, I'm not going to make mushroom stew out of it. I'm going to farm it instead. But if everything is all cut, I find that all a bit tedious. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to do 1, 2, 3 cuts at maximum. Just because it makes me nostalgic for the old Minecraft videos that I would used to watch that didn't. They weren't all snappy and quick and stuff. They were slow and almost tedious, but they had such charm. And my videos are going to be terrible. If you couldn't tell that already, then your perception skills leave a lot to be desired. But I hope that they will have a certain charm to them. I will certainly find them charming, even if nobody else does. And I think I'm going to grab a bit of coal now. I need to be very careful, because if I lose a single heart, I'm going to be dead, which isn't a thing that I enjoy being. Not happened to me personally, as you may be able to tell, but in video games, I've died before, and it's really quite boring. But I think that I am going to finish this video here, because my back is hurting now. I feel so old. I'm not old, but I do feel very old. So that means that my back hurts. And so I'm going to name my house. I think I will call it Eli's house. The house of Eli. And do I have enough wood to make a door? Oh, I do. Oh, goody. I'll name the house. I will make a to-do list, because I like making to-do lists. I'm that sad kind of person. And yes! Crafting a door doesn't give you a stupid 3 doors every time. I hate it when that happens, because you always end up having a spare door. Yes, what was I saying? I'm going to make a to-do list. Things that I want to do in my next video that will come out at some point. It may be in a day, it may be in a month. To do 1, I think, in my next video, I want to find iron. Done. And, in fact, I'll do this on the other side. To do 2, get wheat. Wonderful. That will be my constant food supply, because I'm a vegetarian in real life, and although obviously Minecraft pigs aren't real pigs, you know, I still think that I should uphold my beliefs. And so once I get a nice wheat farm going, where did I put them? Over there. Oh look, it's already growing a bit. Once I get a nice wheat farm going, I won't have to kill the little pigs anymore. But I think that is now the end of my video. Thank you for joining me. If you got to the end, I really do appreciate it. I know that if I had watched this video, I would have been bored, and I would have clicked off by this point. So well done. I am thoroughly impressed. Have a lovely day, everybody. Goodbye.